I thought you just said you were following us. Hey. See these extra doors they created? There's no reason for this door.
Okay, this door. I mean, I'm number 125 years. I gotta go through the door now.
Sports Radio 66, a fan. WFAN, New York.
Episode 3, Fan Files.
When a big sports story is brewing in New York, you always want to be the first to break it. But when it involves the Yankees, you better make sure it's confirmed.
But they almost confirmed it. When I called line, I'm not sure you can say this yet.
Right.
I said,
Can we say it looks like he's out?
I mentioned the guy from Chicago who's reporting it, and he says, well, you know, Major League Baseball is embargoed making any announcements.
Oh, wow. So
I said, boy, Lon, that's like, he said, oh, I see something from Sweeney.
Good morning at 10:40. I'm
I'll
Crystal
get back
Presley.
to
This
you.
report brought to you by Mavis Discount Tires. Save on tires at MavisTire.com. Also
made the
sponsored by
decision?
Walgreens. So Joe Girardi was
Never
set to
him.
meet with Yankee
Sounds like them,
management on his future
What are
today.
they, nuts?
Should mention there is a report out of Chicago which says Girardi will not return as manager in 2018, awaiting confirmation or an additional report. So stay tuned on that.
News can break pretty fast, and when it does, leave it to super producer Ernie Acosta to hand-deliver it to you, New York.
Because the Red Sox obviously went without Porto, and vice versa. Now we have a letter from Joe Girardi, right?
We have a letter from Girardi.
Yes. Where did this come from, Ern? Is it from the Yankees? It's from Sweeney.
You wrote it to Sweeney?
With a heavy heart, I come to you because the Yankees have decided to not bring me back.
Wow.
There you go.
Well,
Right.
there you go. He didn't waste any time.
I'd like to thank the Steinbrenner family for believing in me and giving me this wonderful opportunity, especially the final 6 games, which will remain in my heart forever. Joe Girardi. So basically, a lot of thanks.
Wow.
But that first sentence
Says it all.
says everything. With a heavy heart, I come to you because the Yankees have decided to not bring me back.
Wow.
What the heck are they doing?
I don't understand.
And when a huge story drops, you can expect some very passionate, intense New York phone calls.
Strike out, bullpen guys matter.
What about him?
I just hope Stan does not draw the facts and think that Robles and all the other,
What about?
golfers that they have in that pen will fight next year. One name I would love to see in that bullpen next year, that is Wade Davis. I mean, the free agent.
Yeah.
I love Wade Davis. And second,
Right,
I
and-
know it won't happen because they don't trade each other. But
Kansas?
the Kansas and Castro are probably not going to be in the
But Joe, I agree the Yankees
Yes.
will look to move those two guys. What could the Mets offer?
It's like pulling teeth.
It's not getting it done.
Not only is WFAN home of some of your favorite radio personalities, it's also home of some very eventful podcasts with some other personalities, not these guys.
These are things I weigh every day. I measure out 2 cups of Cheerios.
Right.
I weigh my sweet potato,
You weigh a sweet potato?
and I have no more than 6.5 ounces with dinner.
No wonder why you're regressing as a human being.
I like 6 ounces.
6 ounces and raw. 6
raw,
ounces
6
raw.
ounces.
Wow. So you eat nothing,
And then I have 1 slither of Kit Kat for dessert.
which is embarrassing.
I've also added this, a big spoonful of applesauce as a dessert,
A spoonful.
with cinnamon sprayed on it, like sprinkled.
And your girlfriend likes you.
Well, she doesn't see this behavior.
Why do we fall? So we can get back up. And what do we do when the morning show breaks a microphone? We share one with Brian Jones and try to sit on his lap.
We'll have him do his update here, then break, then Brian, then the last segment we'll have him come in and make him share a microphone. Brian Jones, just to do moment of the day.
Yeah, okay.
This weekend on CBS 2, and right now there's a battle between he and Crystal Presti as who sits and does what, when and where and how.
You have to stand. Where's your updates? Right here? Where's your update? Right here? Let's do a duet. Come on. Why you reaching in front of me, man? You got some money?
I have no money.
You got no money? How you gonna come over here without money, man?
On my lap.
You can come over. Sit on. Boy, you some type of freak. Sit on your lap.
He's like, if we sit on your lap, and you should be sitting on his lap.
Yeah.
So let's just figure it out and get it over
That
with.
is not my knee.
Yes.
Where did you say that? I don't see 2 points. Oh, it's down there. I haven't gotten that far. I'm doing this, man. Where you going? Man, if you touch any now time for now time for moment of the day.
Moment of the day.
Moment of the day.
I mean, I didn't have to do any work, so it was pretty easy for me. Yeah, I would say it worked. Kind of just let him do his thing and take over. So I thought it would have been funnier if I sat in his lap. Not that I was like dying to sit in his lap, but
I was damn good. If CeeLo just get out of the way and stop scrolling while a professional was trying to read, it would have been much better. But he interrupted greatness. Somebody needs to talk to him. You know the bosses around here, Chernoff, Spitz, somebody needs to pull him aside and say, listen, young man, when greatness in the building, doing an update, you just shut the hell up, okay? Would you go tell him right now? Because if I go tell him, I'm going to choke him. I'm going to do an Indomicum Sue Ryan Mallett deal, all right? And he don't want that. All right, don't make me angry. You won't like me when I'm angry. Yeah.
Just play the clip of Al doing the phone calls.
Calling me at 6:30. Pay attention to your family, dummy.
That does not help me. Okay, but what did you want to do? You're still not really saying anything.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What was your point of call? Like, what made you decide I'm going to call up the radio station? You haven't been saying nothing. Oh, Jesus. Have you won anything here in the past 30 days? Then you are the winner. What is your first name?
100%.
Oh, yes.
Frazier was a breath of fresh air. Like, he came in and he was like a local guy, and things went really well.
Peace out. See ya. You're nice to some callers.
And that'll do it for this episode of Fan Files. Until next time, stay classy.